welcome back to my channel. So I am here today to do my first Christmas wreath of the season. This is going to be a completely Dollar Tree wreath, meaning all of the items that I'm using are from the Dollar Tree. So the first item I'm going to show you all is the metal wreath ring. It's a 14-inch wreath ring by the Floral Garden brand, which is the Dollar Tree brand. So that's what we're going to put the material on. And then the tools that I'll be using to cut my Chanel stems, these are cuticle cutters from the Dollar Tree. So these cut wires really good. So keep that in mind. And then you can pick up scissors from the Dollar Tree. Mine in particular are not this particular pair, but y'all know that Dollar Tree does carry scissors. So if you need them, they are there. Then you will need these tinsel stems. You can get them from the Christmas section. I just got the red to kind of match the color really good. So you'll need those, and you're going to be cutting these in half to get more out of the bag. And then the decorative mesh that we will be using, I have 4 rolls of this red decorative mesh with that gold trim. And in the middle at the end, I'm going to incorporate this decorative sign from Dollar Tree. It says Merry Christmas. Somehow I'm going to put that in the middle. I also have here a Dollar Tree metal wreath hanger. Now I may not use this on my wreath because of where it's going, but I did want to pick this up to let you all know that they have these available. Believe they may also have red. For this particular color scheme, red does look better. For my wreath today, I'm doing the loop method. I did it once before with the Mother's Day wreath that I did. It kind of didn't turn out quite how I liked it, but I'm going to try something a little different. I'm going to double up on the mesh so that it is not as see-through, and see how I like doing it that way. But before we get to that, I wanted to show you all the paper that comes inside of the decorative mesh. It gives you instructions on the back of it of how to make your own Christmas wreath. So if you've never made one before, you can unwrap that decorative mesh, and it has the instructions right there. It tells you what all you need, and it gives you the instructions on what to do. If you're a visual person like myself, I just go to YouTube whenever I want to know how to do something, and if I just see it once, I can catch on. Obviously I can read directions, but it's so much easier nowadays because YouTube people come and do videos like this and show you how to do stuff. So with that being said, I am going to go ahead and start doing my wreath. I'm going to start it on camera, just talking to you all, showing you how to get it started, and then I am going to speed up the video footage. So as I mentioned, I'm going to double up. So I have this one roll of decorative mesh. I'm going to take the other roll, and I'm going to double them up. We'll see how this works out to make it look a little bit darker. Now I just got to get it to stick to these 2 middle rings right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bunch it up and take one of these Chanel stems, pipe cleaners, they call them all kinds of things, and I'm just gonna make sure that I can secure it to the metal wreath hanger. So how I'm doing it is I bunched this up in the middle 2 rings. I took that Chanel stem, and now I'm just going to twist it really tight. You can always cut off that excess at the end. So now that we have that done, I'm now going to try and loop it. Like I said, I don't know how this is going to work out with the 2 rolls, but we are going to try and see. I'm going to roll them out a little bit. See if we can do it like that. And I may even let them fall on the floor and see if I can do it. So, problem I'm running into already is that you can still see the wreath hanger behind it. I'm going to still try and do this, but you can still see the wreath. I wish maybe I could have spray painted this. That may have made a difference, but still, I don't know. I don't know how you would do this without being able to see this. but I'm still gonna do it for the sake of the video. So with the loop method, you're pretty much looping it into big loops. So you're just bunching it up, and then you're putting a pipe cleaner again in the middle. And you're just gonna twist it. And there's your loop. So I'm gonna do this this entire wreath as a loop. We'll see how it turns out. I may have to doctor it up with some kind of ribbon at the end, but either way, y'all, we will make it work. We made the last one work. Sometimes you just gotta dig into your little creative bug in your head and, you know, finesse it a little bit. So let's see what we can do with this. For the most part, I'm finished. I am going to fluff it out a little bit because you can still see the inner ring of the wreath form. And then I'm going to do something with the leftover mesh that I have. So far I did use all 4 of my rolls of that mesh. Let's try and fluff it out a little bit, and then we'll figure out how we're going to go from there. And then I'll show y'all how I cut the excess off of the back. So what I'm just doing is I'm trying to fluff it inward to kind of cover that inner ring. I was worried about it in the beginning, but to be honest with you, it don't look that bad. I mean, yeah, you can see it a little bit, but it's really not that big of a deal. I think that's so cute. I think I did pretty good on that. What I will say is, though, this is Dollar Tree decorative mesh, so you get what you pay for ultimately. If you're making this for somebody, then you may want to go to one of the craft stores to get your mesh, or even, to be honest with you, Walmart has decent quality mesh. It's way better than the Dollar Tree. It's maybe $1 more. It's not that high at all. I don't think that's very reasonable for to make, you know, wreaths and stuff like that. very reasonable for wreath making material. But the biggest problem is that the wreath is so light colored that I had to double up. Maybe if I would have added another row or two to it, it would have been fine. But I also didn't want to spend $20 making a wreath either. That kind of defeats the purpose of me doing this too, also myself. You know, the point is to be able to do it, you know, and it'd be inexpensive. So I don't want to spend $10 on the decorative mesh. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut the excess off. So I cut my chenille stems in half to start with. Obviously they're this long starting out. I cut them in half with my cuticle cutters. But you still have access on the back. If you're hanging this on a door, you know that this is wire, so it may scratch your door. So I'm going to cut it down with my cuticle cutters. Cut the excess and kind of tucked it in a little bit, you see that it's not sticking out anymore. I'm gonna take the additional mesh that was left over from the last two rows and I'm going to try and intertwine it in there somehow. So I'm not quite sure how this is gonna work out, but y'all are gonna be going through it with me. So I think I want to intertwine it into this inner ring right here that I said was really visible for me. And I'm just gonna see if I could twist it along. finished to cover the inner rings with the remainder of the decorative mesh. Now we're going to put our Merry Christmas sign on there. I'm gonna fluff it out just a little bit because it might have gotten smushed when I was doing that last part. So it's pretty cute. All right, now, oops. We literally had a little bit of excess that I cut off, and that's all we had left out of 4 rows. Now let's put the sign on. Let's see here how we're gonna do this. So, let me see here. Trying to figure out how I wanna do it, y'all. What you can also do is take this string and go down below, and I'm thinking about trying that. So let's actually remove this and try that method out, because I'm not liking how it's trying to be open right there, you know? So let me see if I can get this untwisted here. All right, we got that untwisted. That method didn't quite work out how I would like it to, so we're just gonna go in the inner rings. Lay it down first, how I want it. Put it in. And go up through here, through the back way. Yeah, that's how we're gonna do that. And then to pull it up even more, we are going to then connect it to that top ring again. We just went in instead of going out. All right. I'm gonna see how that looks for first before we cut the excess off. And there we go. And if you don't completely like that, you could fluff out some of this a little bit around it. And then you have your wreath, your Merry Christmas wreath. I'm gonna fluff mine up a little bit though. And that's how it looks. So, let's go ahead and cut the excess off. And there you have it, your finished Merry Christmas wreath. And you can hang it on your door, or you can even put it on a table. You can take this decor piece out of the middle and just use it as like a centerpiece. Put some nice Christmas flowers in the middle of it. Maybe I'll do that one day. I'll make just the outer part of a wreath and show you how to arrange it on a table. So that is the end of the first Christmas wreath that I'm doing. I think we're gonna do 2 more this year for Christmas. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope this was easy enough to follow along with. I'm not really the best at explaining certain things when it comes to DIYs. I mainly just let y'all see it and see how I'm doing it, and you know, learn it from there. But thank you all so much for watching, and I'll talk to you again in my next video. Bye.